Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to DateShip. Today is 27th of July 2025, and the time is 7:43 p.m. Nigerian time. So that means my current location is in Nigeria. Today is episode 28 of DateShip, and today we want to talk about waiting. So today is going to be a part one of two series, waiting. And today we are going to focus on the singles and those in relationships, talking about waiting for love. Today we'll be asking questions. We'll be having fun, okay? Having conversations, discussing. To have this topic, to talk about it, it's a discussion, but it's a question and answer session. Unfortunately, we cannot go live on Instagram due to the new rules. So please, my friends on TikTok, my friends on Facebook, please do follow us on TikTok so that we can be able to go live again on TikTok. So, DateShip is a program is where we talk about different topics. We bring different topics online and we discuss those topics. It's also a platform for matchmaking. So if you want a serious relationship, and when I mean a serious relationship, you want a serious relationship, a relationship that can lead to partnership, that can lead to lifelong partnership, this is the right place. Send us a DM if you would like to come live. For now, we will only be live on TikTok, where you can watch our videos on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram for now. So please follow us, like, share our videos to give us more viewership and to make us more accessible. So if you're single, please come online. Today is your day. I think for a couple of weeks we've been talking more to couples, married couples, and those in maybe long time relationships. But today we are focusing on singles, and if you're also in a relationship, today is also your day. So let's talk about waiting for love, wise strategies and insight. Feel free to join us live if you have anything to share. Join us live if you have anything to share on waiting for love. So for those of you that are single, the first question is, how long have you been single for? And how do you feel about being single? So that's the first question. How long have you been single, and how do you feel about it? Thank you for the likes, Yellow. Yellow, please tell us how long you've been single for, and how do you feel about it? Thanks for the likes. Yellow, are you single? Hi. Thank you. You're not single. Are you married or you are just dating? How long have you been married for? How long have you been married for? 3 years. Wow. You are still young in your relationship. Okay. So today, please join us. If you have anything to contribute, please feel free to contribute. However, today is for those that are single or are in relationships. So today, the first question is for those that are single, how long have you been single for, and how do you feel about it? The other question is, have you ever felt pressured? Have you ever been pressured by society, by family or friends to find a partner at a certain age? How did you handle it? Have you been pressured into, getting a committed relationship? Have you been under any form of pressure, and how do you feel about it? The third question is, what's the hardest part about waiting for the right person? Thank you for the likes. Please keep liking our page. Oh, thank you. Please keep liking our videos. You can give us roses too. We will appreciate that. Thank you. So first question, how long have you been single and how do you feel about it? Second question, have you ever felt pressured either by society, family, or friends to find a partner at a certain age? You know that we have timing for all these things. We have the biological timing, we have the cultural timing, we have the emotional timing, we have the mental timing, we have the financial timing. So there are different timings to being married, to being in relationships and all that. We even have the timing of the law. Okay, in most countries, once a child is 18, the child has the right to be married. Biological timing is 15 years old. Cultural timing is between the ages of 24 and 28, and mental and emotional timing is maybe never, or from 30 and above. So, have you ever been under any pressure to find a partner by a certain age? If yes, how did you handle it? The third question is, what's the hardest part about waiting for the right person? Have you felt loneliness, fear of never finding them, or comparison to others? Another question is, have you ever settled for someone? Have you ever settled for someone because you were tired of waiting? If yes, what happened? If yes, what happened? Now let's look into dating and the mindset. Dating and the mindset. Now, do you believe in the one? Do you believe in the one? Or do you believe that there are multiple potential right partners? Do you believe in the one, or you believe that there are multiple potential partners? What's one unrealistic expectation you used to have that you've since let go? when it comes to relationships, dating, or even being single? What is that one unrealistic expectation you used to have that you've since let go? Now, all those questions I'm throwing out there, I will answer them one by one, and I will also be waiting for your messages to also respond to these questions. However, you can also send a request for you to join us live and be part of the program by also answering all these questions live. Now, having dating apps made it easier or harder to find a genuine connection? Is it yes, it's true, no, it isn't? Whichever answer you pick, why? Why? Another question is, what's a lesson you've learned from past relationships? Excuse me. What's the lesson you learned from past relationships that helps you to wait more patiently now? What are the lessons you have learned in your past relationships? Your past relationships or relationship that makes you learn patience, that has taught you patience. Let's look into actions and patience. And that takes us to the next question, which is, do you believe in manifesting love, or do you think it's purely timing and luck? Do you believe in finding the right person, being with the right person is about luck? Do you believe in luck? Do you believe it's the right timing? Or do you believe in manifesting love? Another question is, what's something you are doing now to prepare yourself for a future relationship? Is there anything you are doing now to prepare yourself for a future relationship? Like working on your self-love, healing past wounds, etc. Another question to ask that I'll be waiting for answers for is, what's your biggest fear about never finding the right partner? What's your biggest fear about never finding the right partner? If you could know exactly, this is another question, if you could know exactly when you meet your future partner, would you want to? Why or why not? Would you want to meet your partner again? If yes, why? If no, why? Another question is, would you rather wait for 5 more years for an amazing partner or settle for someone just good enough today? And the last question is, what's a green flag you are now looking for that you didn't care about before? What are the green flags that now you are paying so much attention to? What are the green flags that you missed before, but now you are willing to pay more attention to them? Now, while we're waiting for people to join us on TikTok, right now we are only on TikTok. So while we are waiting, perhaps we can also answer some of those questions ourselves. Okay, so maybe I should start answering the questions myself, right? Let me answer the questions. based on my own experiences. Let's see, if you're willing, why not? So the question is, how long have you been single and how do you feel about it? So, going by the societal calculation, the cultural calculation, going by the cultural calculation, you should be married between the ages of 24 and 28 years old. And that is actually the period many of my friends actually got married. However, I did not get married until I turned 33 years. Yes, I didn't get married until I turned 33 years. So that means I waited for about 10 years. I was on the waiting list for about 10 years. Now it says, how do you feel about it? Was I frustrated? Was I hopeful? Yes, I was frustrated. There are times I felt frustrated, and there are times I felt hopeful, because I never closed my heart. I never closed my heart to finding love. I always go online to find love, but keeping those love was the challenge. Was I under pressure? Not directly. I was never directly under any pressure. So the next question is, have you ever felt pressured by society, family, or friends to find a partner by a certain age, and how did you handle it? So in my case, I was never pressured. I was never under any pressure. Please, if you have been pressured before, kindly send us, join us live, or send a message to also respond to these questions. So for me, never pressured. I was never pressured because I was actually busy with I was never pressured. But there were times I actually pressured myself. I actually put myself under a form of pressure. And that was when the only prayer point I had at that time was, give me a good husband, give me a good husband. That was the only prayer point. So yeah, that was the only time I felt pressured. What's the hardest part about waiting for the right person? What's the hardest part about waiting for the right person? I want to believe that for me, the hardest part about waiting for the right person could be comparison to others. Comparing myself to others. That was hard. Though not that it lasted for a long time, but yes, it was hard. Have you ever settled for someone because you were tired of waiting? What happened? Yes, I did that several times, and I got burnt. Yes, I got burnt. I got burnt seriously. So yeah, the hardest part about waiting for the right person. Loneliness? Yes. Yes. Loneliness also set in. Which was why at that point my favorite song was Whitney Houston's song, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. I still like the song, but then that time, oh my goodness, I danced to that music. In fact, I jammed to the music. When the DJ plays a song, when the music comes on the radio or the DJ plays a song, oh, I go gaga, expressing myself, dancing it out, singing it all out loud, you know. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody who loves me. I so much love the song. Yes, and I used to sing it with the meaning. Yeah, so there were times I felt lonely. There were times I felt I would never find the right person. Uh, comparison too. Comparison too. Like uh, like okay, my sister's husband is like this. Will my husband also be like that? Then another question is, have you ever settled for someone because you were tired of waiting? What happened? So that's the story. That's the question, and that's the story. Okay, so I don't think anyone who settled for someone I don't think anyone who settled for someone because they were tired of waiting would actually come up. But yes, I know a couple of people who did. I know a couple of people who married, who settled actually for someone they didn't really connect with or they didn't really like because they got tired of waiting. Now, the next question is, do you believe in the one, or do you think there are multiple potential partners? For me, I believe there are multiple potential partners. It depends on who you go with. What's one unrealistic expectation you used to have that you used to have that you've since let go? Now, one unrealistic expectation, it's not that is unrealistic, but I just didn't think of it much. But now, oh, now I'm so much indifferent about it. Now, what is it that I'm talking about? So I'm talking about people that meet their spouses in the club. People that meet their boyfriends, people that meet their girlfriends in the club. So initially, I used to believe that I didn't trust you or anyone I know meeting their spouse in the club. So yeah, that was one unrealistic expectation. But now, have I since let it go? Yes, I have since let it go. Why and how? The story. So, I was out on a date night with the girls with one of my girlfriends, and that same night she met the guy she is currently married to. And that made me to change my point of view of whether if you meet someone in a not appropriate place, if you believe the relationship will still move up to the next level. So initially I thought getting married to someone you meet in the club is not the right move, but now I'm indifferent about it because I've seen people meet in clubs and they're happy together. Nothing has broken them. What's have dating apps made it easier or harder to find a genuine connection? I believe dating apps has actually made it harder. They've actually made it harder to find a genuine connection. Why? I really don't want to go into the details. What's a lesson you've learned from past relationships that helps you wait more patiently now? A lesson I've learned from the past that helps you wait more patiently now. That helps you wait more patiently now. I'm not ready to talk about that part also. The next question is if I believe in manifesting love or if I think it's purely about timing and luck. Maybe it depends, actually. It really depends. For me, I believe that it's about timing and it's about luck. What's something you are doing now to prepare yourself for a future relationship? What was it I did? Okay, so what I did was to make myself visible. Yeah, for people to see me more. Thank you everyone on Instagram for joining. Thank you so much. Feel free if you want to join us live for this conversation. So we are talking about waiting for love. Oh, so I believe in timing and luck when it comes to relationships. What's something you are doing now to prepare yourself for future relationship? So are you working on self-esteem? Are you healing from past wounds? Because if you don't heal from your past wounds, you can't take your past wounds into a new relationship. It's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. If you could know exactly when you meet your future partner, would you want to, or you wouldn't care? Yes. If I could know exactly when I'll meet my future partner, I would wait. Now, would you rather wait 5 more years for an amazing partner or settle for someone good enough? I think it only makes sense to wait. Is it? Yeah, it only makes sense to wait. To wait. To wait till you meet the right person. Would you rather wait for, for some, waiting. What's a green flag you are now looking for that you didn't care about before? Yeah, there are a couple. There are a couple of green flags that right now it really doesn't matter anymore. Okay, guys, so I have actually responded to my questions. Please kindly join us live or type your messages and we will read them out loud. If you're there, you want to join us, please feel free to join us. You can answer those questions for us too. We need your help and support. Please, our TikTokers, please go on Instagram and search at Mishishi_Becca. Please follow our videos, like and share. Please help us build our account too. Help us build our account. We need more people to sign up. We need more people to sign up. So what's my biggest fear about never finding the right partner? Have I ever thought about never finding the right partner? No, I don't think I ever thought about it. Even though at the end of the day, I still wonder why certain things happen the way they do. So would you rather wait 5 more years for an amazing partner? Yes, I would. I would rather wait for the right person than just getting into it and getting out. So if you could know exactly when you meet your future partner, would you want to? Why or why not? Why not or why? So basically that's it, guys. Please send in your messages. If you want to join us live, please do feel free to join us live. Today the focus is on singles, single boys, single girls, single guys, single ladies. Those are the focus of today's topic. So that's it. That's all about it in today's episode of DateShip, called, which is the part 1 of waiting. So having standard can be healthy. Knowing your deal breakers and core values helps filter incompatible matches. So have you ever been with someone and you really felt not compatible with such a person? And then you actually really want to leave. I'm not allowed to play music online. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. Please send in your answers to all those questions. Please, you can just either send us an email if you guys itemize them, or if you just want to come live, please come live and share your own point of view with us. And thank you for today's lesson. So like, share our videos with your friends and with your families. Till we meet for the part 2 next week. It's bye for now. Thank you very much.